The thing about these biopics.
Your uncle was here tonight. What do you think he would think of your performance?
Ooh, that's a hard question.
The thing about these biopics is it's Hollywood, so it's fantasy land. It's not real.
I feel like there's so much more lore to his life.
They left out a lot of shit.
The critics aren't wrong about the Michael biopic.
I was gonna do this Michael movie. Y'all should just made it a TV series so it could be longer.
Riva TV.
Can't please everybody. Shout out to Riva TV. Ow.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Riva, and I'm back again with another video. So the Michael Jackson movie was released last week, and I actually went to go see it. I made sure that I made my way down there and I went to go see it. And it's so crazy because it broke so many records. It is the biggest movie right now in the world.
It's the best
and
movie.
It's getting a lot of backlash.
It's the biggest movie that was ever made ever. First time from all people of all times. Better than Star Wars, better than The Matrix. The
Avatar,
and for everybody who's saying that Chris Brown is the next Michael Jackson, how much is the Chris Brown movie going to do?
I don't know that, man. He ain't deceased yet.
From a lot of people on the internet. So we're going to go ahead and unpack the conversation. And of course, I'm going to give you guys my thoughts, my feelings, and my opinion on this entire situation.
You think they're going to bring the jackets back out since the movie's out? That's what they should have did. They should have did some like a quick run of the jacket.
Why, you going to get one?
Yes.
I'm Africa's biggest store in the world.
Now, for me, I first was introduced to the fact that this biopic was even coming out when I was reacting to the clip of Nia Long going on her press tour and basically talking about, her dating life and stuff like that.
There seems to be an uptick in women enjoying the company of younger men.
I like this idea.
I'm a big fan of this.
I love it.
So it's a good thing that she was getting a lot of, PR during that time or press during that time, because a lot of people actually would not have known about the movie.
Now you're playing.
No.
What? Because of Nia Long?
Yeah, she said because, she was getting pressed. People would remember when people were talking about her and her new wanting young guys and all that other stuff. I don't think that contributed to the press. It's a Michael Jackson movie.
It's a Michael Jackson thing.
It could have had a whole cast of unknown actors in it. As long as it was done well, trust me, it would have been fine.
Michael Jackson.
Catherine Jackson in the Michael Jackson movie.
There has been a lot of, speculation. There was people who were noticing that Jermaine was heavily involved with the production, the process of the movie. His son is actually who ended up playing Michael Jackson in the movie.
This is your first movie role. You're playing Michael Jackson. That's as big as you can probably pick for any.
That's how you're rock. Polka dot on polka dot. You like that? All polka dots.
Got jokes, man.
To portray in a film, but also this character that you're playing, Michael Jackson, the one and only, happens to be your uncle.
Yes.
So Jermaine Jackson is your dad?
Yes, Jermaine is my father.
Now, Michael Jackson's daughter, Paris Jackson, actually took to her social media and kind of spoke up about her, issues that she had with the production of the film, and that, she wanted things to be highlighted in a certain way.
I'm going to say this and then I'll kind of just leave it alone. Because it seems like there's been a lot of responses.
How high is she?
There's been a lot of responses to.
How high is she?
How high is she? She high right there.
I can't never call this lady Michael Jackson daughter.
No, absolutely not. She look like
perhaps he raised her or whatever.
No, they said it was a surrogate or something like that.
Yeah, but it's just
not his semen, is what you said.
I don't know what is it like, but I doubt it's like her.
The thing that I posted earlier about just clarifying that I wasn't involved at all, aside from giving feedback on the first draft and then getting the feedback that we're not actually going to address your notes at all. And I was like, all right, so I just let it out, and I just I've left it.
Her DNA is 0% Michael Jackson.
All facts. And she wasn't even around when this was going on. The upcoming of Michael Jackson.
She don't know what's going on.
She don't know. What they cares about her input?
They should do her DNA test. It'd be 100.
Ancestry.com.
Her ancestry would be 0 Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson wasn't there.
So Jackson anything.
You were exactly 0.00000%
Steinberg
Jackson.
Because it's not my project. So they're going to make whatever they're going to make. A big reason why I haven't said anything up until this point is because I know a lot of you guys are going to be happy with it. A big section the film panders to a very specific section of my dad's fandom that still lives in the fantasy, and they're gonna be happy with it. The thing about these biopics is there is Hollywood, so this is it's fantasy land. It's not real, but it's sold to you as real, and a lot of sugar-coated, like the narrative is being controlled, and there's a lot of inaccuracy, and there's a lot of just full-blown lies. And at the end of the day, like, that doesn't really fly with me. I don't really like dishonesty. I spoke up. I wasn't heard. I f***ed off. That's it. Y'all are gonna like the movie, so just go watch it, go enjoy it, do whatever, leave me out of it. But, something that, like, quite a lot of people are saying is, like, she hates her dad. She resents him. She wants nothing to do with him. Because I'm not, like, calling the shots on set, being a big shot producer of a movie that's filled with just inaccuracies. That's not my truth. That's not where I'm coming from. I just prefer.
You think she know?
Think she knows what? Michael Jackson's upbringing?
No, that she's a stray puppy.
She's a mutt?
Yeah. Or she thinks she got vitiligo too.
All her life, she has been brought up and raised as Michael Jackson's daughter. She's a Jackson, I believe. What's her last name?
Jackson.
Okay, well, there
Paris Jackson. I think she the one that got dangled out the window.
Oh, it's Blanket.
That's her brother. Okay. Where he at? Why he ain't play Michael Jackson?
Right.
Honesty over, like, sales and monetary gain. Like, that's it. And I kind of just don't want anything to do with that. So I'm gonna f*** off again. And I'm gonna keep minding my own business. I suggest you do the same. So I guess, like, when the actor that's in the movie did that article with Rolling Stone, and he was like,
from this angle, she look a little bit like him.
Like a white woman?
Like Michael Jackson.
Like he was looking like a white woman?
Yeah, like Michael Jackson. Don't you see it a little bit?
No,
around the Jackson.
Paris is so helpful and, like, supportive of this movie, blah, 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 blah. And she's been helping out on set. My response to that was like, yo, I've met this man twice. Once at a birthday party and once at the Amphar thing the other night. Both were, like, hella brief interactions. Like, I've met this man twice. Because I said this man, she's so rude. I can't believe the attitude from her. How could she say this man?
It was then also highlighted that, you know, Janet Jackson also wasn't a part of the production as well. You know, everybody in the family was at the premiere. Janet Jackson wasn't there, and so they asked LaToya about the entire situation.
Did you miss not having Janet in the movie?
She looked like Michael Jackson.
She's a Jackson.
She got the family redo.
I wish everybody was in the movie. So.
Did you try to convince her and say, let's do it?
Well, she was asked and she kindly declined, so you have to respect her wishes.
Now, for those who know, you know, ever since Michael Jackson's passing, you know, Janet has been kind of like a mama auntie to all of the kids, but specifically to his only daughter, Paris Jackson, right? And so, you know, in my opinion, I believe that a lot of people were already, you know, on the side of Janet Jackson and Paris Jackson, regardless of, you know, whatever, you know, things that they don't even know that they had a problem with. They were just like, okay, well, we love Janet, so we're going to be on Janet's side. And, you know, Paris is the daughter. You know, obviously she reaches a different generation, and so people were like, we're on that side. But, you know, me seeing the movie, I loved the movie. I, you know, thought it was a very great depiction of just having like a bird's eye, you know, lens only on to Michael during, you know, the progression of his life. And, but a lot of people didn't see it that way. Okay. A lot of people came to social media and, you know, basically expressed their disdain for what they saw in the production.
I feel like they only showed like him performing and just like him performing throughout his life. When I feel like it was just like, yes, Michael Jackson is known for performing and being a great performer. We all know. But I feel like there's so much more lore to his life.
As someone who is pretty informed on Michael's history and all of things pertaining to his life, they left out a lot of shit.
The critics aren't wrong about the Michael biopic. I just feel like there were so many moments where we could have gone a little bit deeper into Michael's story and even his journey with his artistry. There was a lot missing there for me.
Yeah, you got people out there who are Michael Jackson historians.
All fact.
Like they just study Michael Jackson. Like they got tons and tons of information, clippings, news clippings, all kind of pieces of hair.
And they 26.
Right. That's the thing. This young that came into it. I just felt so drawn. I played Michael Jackson for nephews, my kids, anybody. I've never played Michael Jackson for a child and they didn't enjoy it.
I believe that.
Immediately. Kids that never was born and nothing.
Knew nothing about him.
Nothing about him. They just like, yo, that was fire.
I was gonna do this Michael movie. Y'all should just made it a TV series so it could be longer.
It touches on things, sure, but it's almost afraid to really lift that veil and show us what's underneath the surface.
I did not like the way that Joe Jackson was depicted.
No, they really made him look like a bloodsucker.
That's probably why Janet didn't like it.
Janet Jackson isn't in this movie at all, and it's because she didn't want to be. Diana Ross was cut from the film for legal reasons, which sucks because I would have loved to have seen Kat Graham take on this role.
Now listen, me personally, I feel like everyone...
Okay, so there's no Diana Ross interaction and there's no Janet. Janet don't even exist in the movie.
But Joe was whipping ass. Was Joe whipping ass?
As long as Joe was whipping ass, it was real.
Yeah, we know that was real.
And he had them eyebrows, some angry ass whipping eyebrows. Ugh.
Is entitled to their own opinions. But for me, it kind of feels a little bit like people would just never be satisfied. You know, it would have been impossible to, touch on or to highlight every single detail in the span of the years that it highlighted. Because the movie itself was already a little over 2 hours long. If they were to highlight everything, we probably would have been in the movie for like 4 hours, right? And so when doing the production, it depends on what it is that they are trying to showcase with the movie itself, right?
What do you hope that people get when they watch this film and they walk out of it feeling like?
Well, I really hope that the audiences walk away with a true, deeper understanding of Michael, the human being. I hope they leave with a deeper understanding of how he was as a person.
And from my own interpretation of the movie, I felt like they were trying to highlight, just himself, what he went through, his connection to how he poured everything into his artistry, right? And I feel like I got it, right? I was there, I loved it. I must have cried about 4 or 5 different times in the movie.
I couldn't believe it. I got so emotional because he became Michael on that screen.
I don't know which one that is.
That ain't Jermaine, is it?
I don't think so. No,
That's an older one.
No, that's one that still got regular hair. Very few of them.
That's not. I don't think this is new. This is new. This was at the premiere.
That's Jesse.
Who's Jesse Jackson?
Just from, loving him as an artist, just from being a fan of his also, but also, again, seeing this, perspective of him in a way of just like a man with a dream just trying to make it happen and, his father playing a pivotal role in making it happen, regardless of, the backlash and stuff like that. So I thought it was great. Again, when trying to please people, it's very hard to do so, especially with a great name like the Michael Jackson, arguably one of the most famous people in the entire world. And, so I understand the back and forth.
If your uncle was here tonight, what do you think he would think of your performance?
Ooh, that's a hard question. I would hope he would be very proud and can see how much love and work I put into it to get to a level where he would be happy.
I just think it's good to, if you are a fan, to watch it, to support. And obviously the backlash back and forth is still going to drive people to go watch it. But again, it just proves to me the point that regardless of whatever happens, people are never going to be fully satisfied.
That's right.
So of course, if you
can't please them all, listen, if you want to check out the Michael Jackson movie, it's in theaters right now. I'm probably going to go see it. You want to see it, brother?
I'll wait till it come on channel 11.
11, god damn, that's gonna be a minute. I didn't even know channel 11 still existed.
Son, I got a question for you though. This young brother right here, this is his first acting appearance, correct?
Yeah.
Do you think that he may have a career in acting after this, or do you think he'll just be pigeonholed into this character and it'd probably be difficult for him to break out of it?
He could be regular. He just got to take that nose off. He had the Timberland boot.
Have the Timberland boot on, man.
Once he popped that Timberland boot off, he could be anybody.
A prosthesis on his face.
And he still got a Jerry curl. It's not many of those running around. If he get regular, he could do just fine. He's a Jackson, for God's sake. People will find a place for him. Put him in something. But yeah, I have to see his performance. They said he kicked ass.
Yeah. They said it was.
And he's pretty young. It's not like he knew Mike that well and all that other stuff. So,
it was his uncle. He in the bloodline. He's in the bloodline.
He's in the bloodline. But what I'm saying is, how long Mike been there? 15, 16 years?
I guess so.
What's this dude, 22? He don't know Mike like that. Like, kinda, but, so he must be a decent. Yeah, but I'm saying for that reason, if he did a good job, he must be a pretty good actor, you know, to some degree. Or did they just go by looks? I don't know. You guys let me know. I'll find out for myself anyway. Next story. Mic check.
1, 2.
All right.